This is really weird, because when I meditated on the cards for this reading, I was supposed to be doing it for Virgo. But Spirit has just told me that this is not Virgo's reading, it's for Aquarius. That has never happened to me before. Hello! Hello, Aquarius! My name is Maria Guyon from Wild Fox Alchemy, and I am an intuitive business coach. I'm here to help you to create an amazing business for yourself, full of abundance and joy, passion and purpose, and to help you to banish any blocks to your success. This is your monthly tarot card reading for the month of July 2021. Let's get cracking and see what's going on for you this month. I read yesterday that your first 50 videos are supposed to be utter crap, and after that they start to improve. Well, I think this is my 50th video and I'm hoping that they've improved somewhat since I first started. I've changed the layout of the cards and the way that I filmed them because I didn't like the way it was going, and I've just realised I left my fan on, so I do apologise for that. I've turned it off. It's very hot in here. It's about 30 degrees in my little magic shed. You can hear my wind chimes jangling there. They should stop now. I do apologise for that. Anyway, let's get started. I've taken the music out as well because I found that it calmed me, but I found it a bit distracting when I watched the videos back. So if you like the music, let me know. If you are happier with the way this is going, please let me know. Please like, share and subscribe, and help me to make better videos that help you better. So we're starting with the Work Your Light deck, and the first card is Transformation. Things are changing at a cellular level. Deep healing. I'm getting quite a lot of transformation through most of these readings this month. I think maybe it was something to do with the eclipse last month, I'm not sure, but a lot of readings are full of big changes and people getting out of their comfort zone. This sounds to me like you're going to be healing something really big this month, Aquarius, and that's just brilliant, isn't it? So we move on to the rest of the cards. Now, this is your present, the Six of Shells, sentiment and joy. This is about cooperation, memories, childhood, working well as a team. So that's pretty cool. What I'll do is I'll go through each of these cards individually, and then what I'll do is we'll do the overall reading and we'll clarify any cards that need a little bit more insight. So that's your present card. What's crossing you there is the Eight of Crystals, which is dedication and progress. Just have a little, that's the bison there. And he is all about concentration, productivity, skill, craftsmanship. Why that would be blocking you, or could be an obstacle, I don't know. We'll get to that in a little while. What is the root of your problem? What is the subconscious mind focusing on? We have here the Three of Feathers. This is about letting go of negative energy and emotional release. It's about sorrow and loss and hurt feelings, which I feel really matches with this transformation and changing at a cellular level, this deep healing that needs to happen. We look at the subconscious mind as well as the conscious mind because they can both think two completely different things. You can consciously say, I want to go and make money, and subconsciously be saying, oh, all money is wrong, the root of all evil is money, people who have a lot of money are evil, and they cancel each other out, and it will mean that you will not earn the money that you consciously say you want if you have the subconscious beliefs that it's not good for you. So this is why we look at this subconscious message. What needs healing? We've got the Empress here. She stands for beauty and abundance. She's about birthing new things. It can be a maternal figure. I think that may need some clarification as to why that needs healing, but we'll get there. In your recent past, we have the Three of Shells, which is all about playfulness and bliss, social groups, friends, celebrations and good times. Now, if you're like some of the countries that maybe you've just come out of lockdown and you're able to actually start meeting up with people again. So I feel that that's probably what that's about. Your conscious focus is the Three of Crystals. And this is about collaboration, productivity, planning, growth, skills and learning. This is really, really exciting card actually. This is a great focus for your business, and this is what you've consciously been focusing on, actually being productive and cracking on and getting stuff done. In your near future, we have the King of Shells. And he stands for controlling emotions and constructive energy. The King of Shells is actually a healer. So again, we're back to this transformation and healing situation. He is about putting everything into harmony and integrity. Your external environment is the Five of Shells. And that's all about a change in relationships, emotional change, hope, regret, loneliness. But on the positive side of this one, it's about looking for opportunities. Don't sink too deeply into whatever is happening. Look for new opportunities, and it seems to me like new opportunities are going to be all around you in your external environment. Your hopes and fears, the Ace of Shells. This is about a new way of being creative. It could be a new business relationship. It's about happiness and abundance. So this is what you're hoping for. And finally, what we have, the Four of Shells. Blimey, Aquarius. This is about emotional stability and grounding yourself before you make any sorts of decisions. There's a bit of soul searching and re-evaluation going on. And finally, we have your spirit animal card, which is the elephant who never forgets. An elephant is saying it's time to learn from the past. Okay, Aquarius, well, there's a lot of water here. We've got the 3, 4, 5, Ace of Shells, King of Shells. And the 6 of Shells as well there as a present. So there's a lot of emotional stuff going on here around your business at the moment. What's bothering you emotionally? So let's take a look at the overall story that we have here for the month of July for you, Aquarius. We start off with this card, the transformation, deep healing, things changing at a cellular level for you. And what I'm going to do is I'm going to see what Rebecca says about this card, about the deeper meaning of this card. Things are changing at a cellular level. You are not who you were a year ago or who you will soon be. You are in between, emerging, half risen, half falling. Keep doing the work because you are transforming. You will look back at this time with awe. So much is happening in your inner world and within your cells. It's time to release old ways of being that have kept you in fight, flight, freeze mode. To choose a new way of being where trauma is not the driving force. Old childhood patterns are rising up to be healed. As you allow yourself to observe them and feel them without attachment, they loosen their grip and fall away. You are being called to find new ways to self-soothe. Saturn and the Black Madonna and the African goddess Ocean influence this card. Saturn represents destruction and transformation. The Black Madonna represents the underground and all that has been cast aside, and Ocean represents the tender love of the original mother. A rethreading is happening, healing at the deepest of levels. While you are in this phase, do not put yourself under pressure to perform. You may need to review your relationship with your body, perhaps even shifting your diet or exercise regime, or getting energetic healing support. You may also need to consider some kind of emotional support, as issues from your childhood may come up to be healed. You are deeply loved. Put your hand on your heart and just say to yourself now, I allow myself to receive the deepest healing and transformation for change to happen at a cellular level. This makes total sense with the amount of water cards that we have here, the amount of emotional stuff that you've got going on. It seems to me like there's a lot going on under the surface, and in order to make your business successful, you have to deal with it. It definitely ties in with this learn from the past with Elephant Spirit, because it's talking about childhood traumas here in this transformation card, and I feel that there's past issues here that need to be healed, and there's something that's possibly coming up that's triggering those past issues. So the obstacle we have here is the 8 of Crystals, and that is not about the emotional side of things. This is about the physical side of things, the material things. And the Eight of Crystals, is about really mastering your craft, being dedicated to your craft, being very productive. And I'm wondering if this is where the story starts, in the fact that you are doing a lot of work in order to avoid what is actually going on here. We started with the Six of Shells, which can be about childhood memories. It can be about cooperation and working well with people. But I feel like in this particular reading we are talking here about the sentimental side of things, about these childhood memories, and that what is blocking you here is this Eight of Crystals. And I feel that because of the messages that we're getting here about learning from the past and about the deep healing that's necessary, that you are avoiding dealing with those things by doing a lot of work, by being very productive. And there's nothing wrong with that, but sometimes we just use this busy work to avoid dealing with what we really do need to be dealing with. The root of the problem we've got here is the Three of Feathers, and this is telling me that you have to let go of this negative energy, that there's an emotional release that is needed. There are hurt feelings, and subconsciously these are affecting the rest of your business in a lot of ways. It does talk about it being a temporary thing. I feel that this is a temporary thing, that it can be dealt with, that it's not a long-term trauma that is just going to drag on and drag on. There is a possibility of release and recovery. Subconsciously this is what you're trying to do, but you're kind of blocking yourself by doing all this work, filling your time with other things instead of actually dealing with what is going on for you. So we look at the what needs healing. And this is the Empress, and she's on about birthing new things. She's a sign of beauty and abundance. She can be a maternal figure. She's about nature. But in this particular situation with the what needs healing in your childhood and distant past, I'm not entirely sure why she's in that position. So I'm going to ask Spirit to clarify her for me, because I feel like she's not clear. She's not coming clear. Spirit, can you tell me why the Empress is in the position of what needs healing, please? Whoa, okay. We have the Seven of Pentacles, so we've got physical things again. This is about hard work, investment, doing a lot of planning. But again, why is this an issue, Spirit? Do I need to go again? Yes, I need to go again. I've got a jumper. And we've got the Six of Wands. Now this is an interesting fella, this one. He's about success and triumph. He's about power, enthusiasm. He's about leadership and confidence, but he's also about public recognition, and he has been coming out and out and out over and over in my last few readings. How does this fit with this Empress, Spirit? Because I'm still not sure. Spirit says, take another card and the story will appear. And we've got the Star. Okay, so let's see if we can work out what the story is here. Let's put these back in order of how they came out. So we have the Empress. She's about birthing new things. Why is she there for what needs healing? I'm being drawn back to the fact that the Empress is a maternal figure, a mother thing. I think this is a mother thing. There was a life lesson for you around something to do with your mother. This is the Seven of Pentacles, where he's put in a lot of hard work, a lot of growth, he's seen a lot of results, and he's planning, he's doing a lot of planning. But then we lead into this Six of Wands, where it's all about leadership and public recognition. It's about confidence. Why does this need healing? I feel like you've had all this. You've had all this in the past, this recognition, this piling up of the money. And then we end up with the Star card. And the Star is about peace, healing, optimism, recovery, stripping things back, rebirth. There's definitely a rebirth going on. And I'm not entirely sure that this is anything to do with what needs healing. I think you've You've built something in the past, you've birthed something in the past, and you made the money, and you had the recognition, you became the leader you wanted to be, and then everything got stripped back. My horses are snorting. I wonder if you can hear that. And we've got a lot of talk about rebirth again. There's definitely something here about birth. I'm just going to do another go, because I feel like this story is still playing out. So I'm going to use the herb crafters to see if I can get any more insight into what on earth this story is, because what needs healing in the past there doesn't feel like something that necessarily needs healing, does it? And maybe I'm sticking to that meaning when the meaning doesn't really matter. Ten of Air, Alfalfa. Again, recovery, transformation. But it also talks about painful ending. Alfalfa is a really great plant, actually. You plant it, we grow it for horses. And you plant it. Once you've planted it, the roots go really, really deep down, and it's an absolute bugger to get rid of. There's a lot of people in Spain here that ask the question, how do I get rid of the alfalfa? It's self-seeded from the local farms, and I can't get it out of my garden, and they've tried weed killer and all sorts of horrible things to get rid of it, and they try chopping it down, and the thing with alfalfa is the roots are so deep, it will just grow back from next to nothing. So what we've got here with this Ten of Air is we've got a scythe there that's been chopping down this alfalfa, and the new growth is underneath. And the whole of this, the whole story here, every single card that's there is about rebirth and remaking yourself over and over again. And I feel that you do this a lot. I think this is probably what the message is here, that you have a tendency to chop everything down and rebuild again, and that can be a really good thing, but it can also be detrimental. And now it's making sense to me. The Ten of Air has completely clarified the whole thing. You are, I'm trying to remember the word now. What is the word for it? Where you bring everything down. I cannot think of the right word for this. There is a word for it, and it's Spirit, please give me the word. I can't think what the word is. There is a word for people that just destroy everything. Purging, that's it. That's the word. Thank you, Spirit. You're a purger. You're excellent at making new things. You gather wealth, you gather recognition, you have everything going forward for you. This star card talks about regeneration. You know, you strip everything back, you heal, you're optimistic, but then you strip everything back and you purge everything. Now, I've been guilty of this. I will confess now, I've been guilty of it. I have built several businesses, and then it's got to a point where I have either fallen out of love with the business, or I felt like it's not been representative of everything that I've wanted, or something's happened that's made me have a rethink. And I used to be the queen of the purges, where I would build the things, I would set up the social media, I would write hundreds of blog posts, I would start getting clients in, and then I would decide it wasn't for me and I would purge the lot. And I have to fight that now. It's a bit of the Gemini in me, and I think you being an air sign as well, Aquarius, I think we have a tendency to overthink. And sometimes I have purged things only to restart them again later. But of course, by the time I try to restart them, the initial impetus has been lost. So what you need to heal now in your distant past is this constant tendency to purge. If things don't feel like they're perfect, or you hit an obstacle, you tend to just strip everything down and start over. And this constant overstarting is paralyzing you and preventing you from moving forwards. So the Three of Shells in your recent past indicates that you are back in social groups, you're seeing friends, there's been some opportunities for celebrations and some good times. And that, I think, has perked you up, because there's been nothing worse, has there really, than all this locking down stuff. It's been very, very difficult, both personally and for business. Then we come to this Three of Crystals, which is your conscious focus. And the crystals are the pentacles in other decks. So you're looking at collaboration, productivity, planning. You're planning out what you're going to be doing next. You want to learn some new things. You're focusing on learning some new skills. I feel like your joy at being with people again has led into this Three of Crystals, where you want to bring more collaboration into what you're doing, and there's nothing wrong with that, is there? I think it can be quite fun. We go to the near future, which is the King of Shells again, and we've got this emotional stuff going on, and I feel like you're controlling your emotions. You've got a lot of constructive energy going on, and I think that's a good thing. I don't think there's anything wrong with being in control of your emotions, but I think you need to deal with whatever this is. If you can deal with what has gone on in your past, and this transformation card said to you that perhaps seeing somebody supportive, such as a therapist, or somebody that can help you to unknit everything that's going on with you, you need to talk about all this stuff and why it is that you build something amazing and then chop it all back down, kill it all off. Why is it that you do that? Why are you addicted to these new starts? Because that's what I'm getting the message here of. Somebody out there is addicted to new starts and just chopping everything down. So you need to talk to somebody about why you do that, and that will help you to bring your emotions back into harmony, back into integrity with who you are, and you will be able to control the way that you feel about stuff. It could be that there's somebody here that is coming in that is about helping you to control your emotions and being constructive with your energy. It could be that there is a healer coming towards you that will help you to deal with all this. So don't miss out on that opportunity to get some help from somebody. Your external environment, we're back at the Five of Shells, and this is about change. It can be about regret and loneliness, and perhaps feeling like you're trying to deal with a lot of stuff by yourself. This card is about you looking for opportunities. I said this before. There is hope. This card always comes with hope. There is hope around you. Your external environment is full of opportunities. Look for them. Look for them and take them up. Even if it means getting out of your comfort zone a little bit. I'm just going to move that lamp out of the way because I can see that it's reflecting off the card there and it's difficult to see. So yeah, there's always hope. There's a firefly, and it's lighting up the darkness, which signifies, you felt quite dark recently. You felt very sad. You've got this healing to go through, and unfortunately this period of sadness is necessary for you to heal. Your hopes and fears are the Ace of Shells, and this is about a new way of being. It's about happiness and abundance in this particular deck. The turtle here represents healing. It actually represents, the turtle in the spirit animal world actually represents healing the inner child, interestingly enough. So whatever it is that has created this habit of systematically purging and destroying everything that you build, it's an inner child thing. It really needs addressing, because you're going to carry on doing it until you put an end to this block. It's quite a large block for you, and it is getting in the way of your business success, Aquarius. It really is. You're destroying things before they have a chance to really flourish and help people. And it needs looking at quite closely. And this Ace of Shells it's what you hope for. You hope that you can move forward into a new way of being. But for me, the message coming through from that card is you need to heal your inner child, because something happened to you that made you purge. Now, I don't know. Spirit is kind of saying to me that it could be that you could never get things right. Your mother is being shown to me that you could, or a female figure, you could never get things right. So you were constantly chopping things down and changing things in order to please that person. It wasn't about your own self-satisfaction or your own success. You have been constantly chopping and changing to please somebody else. And that's where you need to look at this. Why do you feel this need to change everything in order to please somebody else? If they've disapproved of what you've been doing, you've altered everything and changed it, or an opportunity's come up and you've instantly thought, oh no, my business doesn't really address that, so I'm going to change it so that it does. You have to stop. You have to build whatever it is that matters to you, because not building what matters to you is causing you some emotional turmoil, I think. You need to be in integrity and harmony with yourself and your own values, and don't be trying to please other people. And don't be too quick to just purge everything. That's what I keep being told, that what you're doing is you have a belief that perhaps you don't deserve this success. Maybe that's the other, for some of you it could be that this mother figure, this maternal person, has made you feel like you don't deserve the success that you want. So you build it, you build the success, you build the public recognition, you build everything, you're a true leader, and then some internal feeling says to you, this is undeserved, I'm not worthy. So you cut it all down to the ground. So you always just about survive, but you never really fully 100% reach your potential and thrive, because you chop everything down before it has a chance. And like the alfalfa, it has to start growing again from the roots, and it does come back. It comes back every time, but you do it again, over and over and over. So the outcome is the Four of Shells here. And this is all about soul searching and reevaluation. It's about grounding yourself before you make any new choices. And I'm just going to clarify that card, just to see if we can give some sort of... Oh, I have another jumper, and it's the Nine of Air. That's interesting, considering we've got the Ten of Air over here on this card. So we've got the Nine of Air, and this is pomegranate. Look how beautiful they are. The seeds there. You ever made meringue with pomegranate and cream? Oh, it's lovely. I digress. So we've got the Nine of Air there, which is about putting things into perspective. And what I'm being told there is, by this particular card, is that this is the dark before the dawn, that there is light at the end of the tunnel for you, Aquarius. This is quite a heavy reading, I feel, with a lot of deep emotional work to be done and blocks to be lifted. But this is the dark before the dawn. This won't continue. It's about healing your inner child so that you can fix this and not move on with this avoidance. You've been avoiding to do the busy work, and then you'll just trash it all. If you carry on in the same sort of pattern, you'll just trash it all. But what I'm being told is there is a lot of hope here. You need to deeply heal and find somebody to help you deeply heal. Now, I can do that for you if you would be interested, because I do soul healing journeys where we go back to where these wounds that need healing actually came from. And we can work together to actually heal those wounds, to understand them, heal them and let them go. So if you'd be interested in that, all the deets are in my description below. But otherwise, find yourself a counsellor, find yourself a therapist. I am a fully qualified therapist, I might add. And an advanced hypnotherapist. It's just putting that out there. And I can help you deal with these sorts of things. But anyway, that's up to you. So we're back to this learning from the past, and really putting, you've got to stop everything. You've got to just put a pause on everything and go, why am I doing this? Why is it that I build everything, get successful to a point, and then destroy it? But there is this dark before the dawn card says to me that it can all be fixed. If you're aware of it now, you can fix it. What we know about, we can fix. There's a lot of healing in this reading, and I feel like things will turn for you. The things will get better, but only if you address what is going on here for you. You need to really look at the reasons that you do these things and what triggers you to purge everything. Is it perfectionism? Is it trying to meet somebody else's approval? Is it a feeling of being unworthy or undeserving of success, of not feeling good enough? Is it, people, one of the biggest business blocks is actually a fear of success. It's a fear of being publicly recognised online, etc. People don't want to. People want to hide away and never be seen, but just put their work out there and earn money from it. And that's not always possible. Not in this day and age with social media and the internet, it's not. So, you know, why? Why? Is it a fear of success? Is it a fear of failure? Is it that you self-sabotage yourself because you get to this point where you're earning nice money, you're getting the recognition, everything's going well, and then you think, I'm going to lose this in an instant. I could lose this overnight. I've lost things before. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to purge it and cut it all down before somebody else does it for me. Because at least I'm in control then of when it all ends. Let me know in the comments, Aquarius, because I'm fascinated as to what your reasons are. And if you comment, I can help you. I can talk about, you know, some ways of getting over whatever these blocks are that you've got. So I'm going to leave it there, Aquarius. Like I said, if you need to talk to somebody about these blocks, please do just contact me. All the details are in the description below. I'm here to help. Genuinely, I'm not just a tarot card reader. I am an intuitive business coach and a therapist, and I can help with any and all of these issues. So I hope you have a great month, Aquarius. I hope you dig deep, and I hope you do this deep healing so that you can move forward into the success that you desire and deserve, and actually keep it and not feel the urge to just cut it all back down. I know I'm giggling a little bit there, but you know, it is a serious matter, and it is getting in the way of the success that you desire. And what's worse is it's getting in the way of you helping other people, because you chop everything down before you have a chance to really make the massive change in the world that you were put here to make. So this is Maria Guine signing out. Have a great month, Aquarius, and I'll see you again soon. With love and magic always. See you next month.